Okay, we're back to the toolbox here. I just got my package of goodies in. Sorry about the mirror, but this is just going to be my glass cutting surface here. I got all the felt out of the drawers, just like I did the top. Soak it down with water, let the water soak in a little bit, and you're able to peel it off. Any other little fuzzies that are left, I just took a wet Scotch-Brite pad and just used that and got them all off. So now I went ahead and ordered. Those are some of those extra split rivets that hold the handles in. The handle comes with 4, but just in case I break one or lose one, I got some extra ones just in case. This is the new handle hardware. I double checked this up against the original ones, and even though the original ones have a little bit of a ridge and everything here and look a little smaller, like physically smaller, they do fit. It's the same size spacing, so everything fits. And the handle, this is the new handle. This is the old one that's cracked here and here. And like I said, it's not bad, but it's just eventually going to get worse and worse. So I figured I might as well replace it. Now you can see the handle is a little bit smaller, so it's just not as tall off the box, but you can still get your hand in there, or at least I can. I would have preferred to have it higher than this, but this will do, and everything fits in there fine, so good with that. And I also went ahead and ordered the front label. Now to get this, I actually you have to send them a picture of your box and the overall dimensions, and they'll tell you the number of it, and they'll print the model number on the bottom there. So that goes on the last drawer right on the front. So let's get started with cutting some of this felt. Now, Gerstner sells their own glue. What originally held these on was hide glue. They do sell their own glue. They recommend their own glue, obviously, but I think a bottle of it costs like $30 some odd dollars or $25. It's kind of expensive. So what I got is a good old 3M spray adhesive. It should work perfectly fine. Might not give me as much play to, move around and set, but as long as we cut everything the size, we should be good to go with that. So let's start with some small drawers first. Here, take some measurements. Also, let me just show you the felt. When you look at the website, the felt seems expensive, but when you actually see how much they give you, this is 3 feet long by 3 yards. 3 feet wide rather by 3 yards long. That is a lot of felt, and it's going to do a lot of toolboxes. And this big pile over here, this is all the old felt that I took off. So you can see some of there's one of the dirtier ones, and that's what it's supposed to look like. So that's why I didn't want to replace some drawers, with some nice green shiny felt, and have the other drawers just look like garbage. So I'll take some measurements here. Just shy of 7 inches. About a 30-second shy of 7 inches. And 30-second shy of 7 1/4. So we'll do 7 1/4 by 7 and see if we can kind of get it in those edges. So what I'll do is I'll cut one strip of the 3 foot long section here to 7 inches, and then I'll just cut squares out of it. Now I'm gonna use this little guy here, which is a fabric cutter. It's just like a pizza cutter, but with an X-Acto blade basically, and you roll it along. So this should work. I've tried it on some of the old felt here, and actually, and that cuts right through it real easy. So it should cut through the new felt even easier because it's a lot less floppy, and this stuff's still wet actually. And the only thing, I just need a guide for it. I'll just use a regular. I have a longer straight edge, so let me cut a swath out of that, and we'll see how she fits into the drawers. Okay, we got our felt all nice and cut. We're fit in there all nice. We don't have any high spots over there. This is just a little bit of sawdust. I had to cut it on wood, so that'll come out. I'm not really worried about that. But that's all nice in there. So now I'm going to coat it with glue. I'm going to put it the curled side down so that way I can fit it in, and once I push it down it'll hold itself. If I put it in this way, that center's going to be a pain in the ass to put down because you're going to try to fold it in like this and it's not going to stay that much. So once I get it like that, we should be good. So we want to glue this side. Make sure this stuff actually works. Give it a coat. Just coat the inside of this real quick. I'm not going to touch the wood. I'm just going to go in the heavy spots here. I have that piece of felt that I cut for the top. I have it cut to the correct length and width, but this is the most complicated section because what I'm going to have to do is one solid piece for the top, and just like they had it originally, there's two pieces L-shaped, one from here wrapped to here, and one from here wrapped back to the touch in the other one. Now this whole bottom isn't exactly square. You have these little reinforcement guys in the corner there. You can see there's a little triangle. So I have a piece sticking up. Now I want to get that as flat as possible because the other piece of felt is going to come and wrap around here. So what I'm going to do is this isn't glued down yet. I don't want to glue this down until we're ready to do all the pieces, because I want to put some spray adhesive to the side of this too, and I don't want to put the felt down and then have to spray the side and get this felt all gluey. So I have it pushed into the corner, and all I'm going to do is just real quick is mark it out to where I have to nip the little edges of that. Now it doesn't have to be 100% perfect because I do have another piece of felt that's going to wrap around the edge here. So maybe just cut those edges. Hey, now you can see right there, hopefully, you can see that I've cut the edge, and that fits right nice into that corner. So now they're going to cut two strips from two strips, just like they had it. Like I said, it's going to start here, wrap to here, and then from here, wrap back around and continue itself. Now what I'm probably going to do is make it taller than I need, and then once we stick it in place, I can just run a blade around the edge and cut the excess off. So let me cut those pieces. Okay, so we have it all marked out. So time to take all my pieces out. What I'm going to do, just to protect my finish a little bit, we can make this work here. And there it is. That seam that overlapped a little bit, I just figured out where they met and cut them. So now I should be able to just get all that in place. Alright, I'm going to let that dry for a little bit. I'll get a really sharp straight razor and I will carve the excess off. Okay, before I do anything with the top, I got to put in the handle, which means putting those split rivets back in. Now what it is it looks like a rivet with two tabs at the end that got to be spread and folded apart. I apologize for the lighting right here, but it's because I'm going to be tilting it down. But the problem is you need something on the back to hold these through as you hit them, otherwise they're going to slide back and forth. So let me get you a better angle here and I can show you how I do that. Okay, I already have these bottom ones in nice and tight. And the way I accomplished that is just took a piece of oak here, put it right to where those rivets need to be. And just with moderate pressure here, put a clamp, put a clamp on the other end here, put a clamp here on either end. Now what that's going to do is hold those heads in as I hit and fold the pieces back. I have a soft piece of, that's actually a piece of drywall, and I have the back of this body of the box lifted up on wood so that the only thing that's touching is those clamps to give me support. And there's the clip there. So what we need to do is start it. And then I'm just going to take a punch here. And get those tabs nice and flush in that wood. It's the same thing with this other one here. There we go. I got a little bit of torn wood from where I had to pry the old ones out, so just take some sandpaper and even that out. So our new handle's installed. We're nice and tight. Now, I just need to cut my piece of felt for this. It's going to be done the same way as I did the bottom. The only difference between it is these are sharp corners. So I don't have to do the little nick on the edge. I can just put it right in. And it's basically going to be done the same exact way as I did the bottom one. So let me go do that. Okay, we got it all back together again. The only thing I might have to do is just take one of those lint rollers to get some of the little fuzzies off of there. But as you can see, we're all nice and felted up top and bottom. There's a piece that was ripped on the original one, and all the drawers, including all these little guys up here, all have new felt. So now we've got to put the emblem here on the front and get you down to height. You can see where it used to go. Now this is adhesive backed, but it's so old that I kind of don't want to use that, and that goes pretty much right there. So I'm going to super glue this guy in place, and I just have some super thick super glue, and we'll put a small amount. On the back of this. I'm not going to take a whole lot here, and I don't want any to squeeze out, so it's just a very light coat. And we kind of got one shot at this, so we want to get it right. Right about there. And there it is. We're pretty much done, except for one thing I do want to do. So I have to make it up on my computer real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, we got one last finishing touch here we need to do. That was the original owner. What we're gonna do, I have to move him real quick. And now we can consider our project complete. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Meanwhile, I'm gonna find some stuff to put in this.